Good Day Dakota continues on KX News.
The time is 6:30. Back in 2018, Measure 1 was passed by the voters and established the North Dakota Ethics Commission. That group is tasked with investigating complaints against lawmakers, state elected officials, lobbyists, and candidates. And new this morning, if a new contentious ballot initiative passes this November, the Ethics Commission will have a new responsibility, drawing of legislative district boundaries. Conservatives who oppose Measure 3 on this year's ballot are pointing back to the 2018 election and to the Ethics Commission as the beginning stage of what they're calling a long-range plan by outside interest groups to overhaul North Dakota's political system.
They have no problem saying, here's what we're going to do in North Dakota. In 2018, we're going to do this. In 2020, we're going to do this. In 2022, we're going to do that. By 2024, we should have it flipped. We're going to go in, we're going to get an ethics commission. 2 years later, we're going to completely flip how they vote.
In 2018, more than $1 million donated from various interest groups to finance the campaign for Measure 1. The top donor, Represent Us, an organization based out of Massachusetts, contributed $268,000 for Measure 1. In this year's election, the same nonprofit is contributing about $124,000 to Measure 3.
When outside organizations say, wow, we can spend 1/10 or 1/20th of what we would have to in this other state, and we can flip North Dakota just like that, they jump at the chance. I mean, it's the lowest hanging fruit.
And Becker is right. Represent Us is openly trying to change state laws to spawn nationwide reform. A line from their website reads, quote, "The biggest changes in America almost always start in the states. From women's suffrage to interracial marriage, states led the way to federal reform, and it still works today," unquote. How does it make you feel to know that the measure that established the commission was mostly funded by outside progressive-leaning interest groups?
At the end of the day, it passed. And so the commission's role and responsibility is to implement the Constitution that was approved by the voters.
The 5 members of the North Dakota Ethics Commission are appointed by the governor, Senate Majority, and Minority Leader. Opponents of the commission say that because it's appointed and not presided by elected officials, it's not representative of North Dakota's majority of conservative voters. But Dave Thiele says the Ethics Commission was explicitly designed to leave politics aside and be impartial. Would you say that political background of the members of the North Dakota Ethics Commission is irrelevant to the job of the North Dakota Ethics Commission?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that, they leave their political beliefs at the door, and that's appropriate.
North Dakota Ethics Commission has determined to not have any comment or opinion on Measure 3. As we reported earlier this week, the conservative organization Brighter Future Alliance is suing Secretary of State Al Jaeger over Measure 3. The state Supreme Court will hear oral arguments at 3 p.m. tomorrow. The arguments will be streamed online.